Alan, I need your signature on these before you leave.
All right.
Did you see Mark Evans?
Yes. He flatly refused my offer. Must be holding out for something bigger.
But what?
I don't know yet.
I'm sorry things didn't work out for you.
So am I, Rebecca. I'll wait for a meeting in the accounting department. Look, I'm going to be tied up in meetings for the rest of the day, so I'll call you before I leave for Los Angeles.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
You always were so greedy, Mark. I wonder what's at the end of your rainbow this time.
Mr. Chairman isn't home.
Then you have no choice, honey. You've got to call him at Vanessa's. Hello?
Vanessa, this is Nola. Is your father there? I need to talk to him right away.
What about?
It's about Quentin. His life is in danger, and I think your father's the only one who can help.
That's a heart-wrenching scenario.
Vanessa, please.
Listen, I guess our talk had absolutely no effect on you whatsoever.
Vanessa, if you'll just listen to me for a moment.
I'm hanging up now, Nola, and don't bother calling back.
You can't do this, Vanessa.
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light.
Hi, you got a minute?
Yeah, sure. We come in.
Thanks.
Look, with Attaway, if you're having a problem on 4 East, I'll do what I can for you, but I don't think I can.
Oh, we've always got problems on 4 East. That's not what I'm here for.
Well, maybe I should let you get to the point.
Well, I came in to talk to you about Philip.
Now what has he done?
Vanessa just hung up on me.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. I told her that Quinn's life was in danger and she wouldn't put her father on the phone.
Oh, maybe she didn't understand you, honey.
Oh, she understands all right. That's the problem.
What is? Listen, why don't you go over and talk to Henry? Look, if he is the only person we know who has any influence at all in Tangier, then he's your best chance of helping
I can't do that.
Why not?
You just don't understand.
Well, maybe if you'd explain it to me, dear, I would understand.
Mom, look, Quentin made me promise not to go to Henry Chamberlain for anything.
Why would he make you promise that? That doesn't make any sense.
Look, he just made me promise, and there's just nothing I can do about it. I can't go back on my word.
Sweetheart, why does he want you to talk to Henry? I mean, especially if you need help.
Mom, please. I have my reasons. Just take my word for it, please.
Okay, Nola, I know you're upset and I know you're worried. But if Henry is really your best chance of helping Quint, then you are a fool if you don't get over there right away and not waste another minute. I don't care what you promised.
what? I don't want to rush into anything. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
Oh, Nola. When you couldn't get Mr. Llewellyn on the phone, Henry got him for you, right?
Yes.
And he told you that he did business in Tangier, he had influential friends over there, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Well, do you know anybody who can help you? Anybody here in Springfield?
No, I don't.
Oh, then you're crazy, Nola. It's as simple as that.
But, Mother, I made a promise to Quentin. And it's very important to him. I can't break that promise. I can't.
Oh, did you also promise that you wouldn't help save his life?
No.
Well, he's hardly going to be angry at you because you do try to save his life.
Of course not.
Honey, does this man have a death wish?
No!
Oh, look, Nola, suppose you get Henry to help and it turns out that Quint is fine. What can happen?
Our relationship would be over.
Oh, darling, you exaggerate. Please don't waste any more time. Go over and talk to Henry.
I guess you're right, Mom. I don't see what else I can do to help him. Mom, look, pack a bag for me, will you?
No, Ida.
Mom, please, just please understand. Please try. Please. Quentin, if I tell Henry Chamberlain that I know our relationship is going to be over and I'll lose you forever. But at least I'll be saving your life, and that's all that matters right now.
Oh, that's far enough. So you're free. You're incredibly perceptive as usual, Clint. How'd you get the gun? You passed out. How you feeling? Well, I don't think that there was anything broken. It's very hard for me to move my legs, though. I'm not surprised. You've been laying in the same position for the past 2 days. You're a dead man anyway. It doesn't matter who has the gun. It's only a matter of time. We're lucky, you know. Frankly, we're very lucky to be alive. When I opened those doors, there was something there that we didn't bargain on. Sulfur. So, prehistoric air pollution. So, Quint, what next? We wait. We have air. So we wait until help comes. It's been 2 days, Quentin. If Eleanor and Gunther were gonna come and help, they'd have been back a long time ago. It's a big cave size. It'll take a long time to excavate. Face of the cord, your friends are dead. All right? If not Eleanor or Gunther, someone will come. You're thinking about Nola, aren't you? But she knows about the date. She hasn't heard from Helena, so send help. She's 3,000 miles away in the cord. By the time she arrives here with the cavalry, you'll die from dehydration. We have water. Correction. I have water. And I have no intention of sharing it with you. By the time Nola digs her way in here, the only thing that she's going to find is your dead body. Just like I found Devin's. Now that's what I call perfect poetic justice.
Well, that's terrific, Hillary. I had no idea he was doing such good work at the hospital.
He really is.
Well, I was wondering how he was doing, but I didn't want to check up on him because I was afraid he'd find out and think I was checking up on him.
I kind of figured that. I just wanted to know. 4 East wouldn't do the same without him.
Well, that's great to hear. The patients like him?
Oh, they love him.
Really?
Yeah, we've got this 78-year-old lady, and she's recovering from a broken hip, and she's very depressed. And the only time she eats properly is when Philip's there. Calls her gorgeous.
Well, I know that Philip has a great deal of charm when he decides to turn it on. It's good to hear that he's using that charm in a more practical way now.
Oh, it's something to see, I must say. It's a shame he doesn't want to stay in the field because I think he has a real gift for people, and I just want to tell you that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I didn't think his talent should go unrecognized.
Excuse me, come in.
Hey, oh, sorry, didn't know you were busy.
Oh, that's all right. Come in, come in.
Hey.
I didn't know you were on duty today.
Yeah, I just came out to talk to Justin.
That's a shame. We could certainly use you out there. Well, I've got to get back to the desk. I'll see you later.
Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure. Bye.
What did she do?
She was just telling me what a great job you're doing as an orderly.
Well, you know, I've always had a great flair for menial labor.
That's not what I hear. I hear you have quite a flair for dealing with people.
Well, I've always been a con man, you knew that.
Phil, I'm not going to let you put down your own abilities. Who knows, there could be a medical career in your future.
Don't give up, will you? No, I think we're going to leave that for Rick. It runs in his family.
Well, listen, obviously you came in here to talk to me about something. What is it?
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd like to help your star orderly kick off his spring vacation by taking him out to lunch.
Hey, I would like nothing better, but...
All right.
No, I can't. It's that, well, I promised Dr. Carter I'd go into this consultation with him during my lunch hour, and it's because Ed's away for a week. I just don't really have any spare time.
That's okay. It was just an idea. We'll do it some other time.
Listen, I'll tell you what, why don't you get a hold of Rick, and I'll give you some dough.
No, that's okay. He can't do it anyway. I already asked him. He's studying, as usual. He doesn't have time to socialize either.
Well, what about Alan?
Alan is, where is he? L.A. Hope says he's at some business conference.
Gee, I'm sorry, Philip. Really do feel you deserve to celebrate. I'm just sorry I'm not free.
It's okay. Just a thought. We'll do it some other time.
Yeah, right.
I'll see you later.
Hello.
Hello, Mark. I'm glad you're here.
Must say I was a little surprised when you called and asked me to meet you here.
Well, I wanted to go over the contract agreements for LTA. There's something I want to show you.
Ross and Josh aren't around?
Oh, don't worry about it. Josh was here earlier, but he went out. Ross is in Spain, letting our people know that he's leaving LTA.
Leaving?
He's already turned in his letter of resignation.
Why? What happened?
He got a better offer. They want him to finish out Clarence Bailey's term as district attorney. Apparently, Mr. Bailey has been ill, and he wants to retire early.
I see. Well, that's good for Ross, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I must say I don't envy anyone who has to come up against him in court, though. He can be very difficult when he wants to be.
Yes, he can. I guess that's one of the reasons why they want him. Mark, have you heard anything from Lake Conestoga? Anything in the newspapers up there?
You don't have to worry. Everything's taken care of.
It's just that it's so horrible to think that we're involved in covering up someone's death, even if it is a suicide.
Amanda, I told you there's nothing I could do.
Yes, I know that. I understand that. It's just awful to think about.
Then don't think about it.
Hey, what happened to your journal?
Your father paid me a little visit this morning.
My father hit you?
He offered me a job in Australia. He also offered me $500,000 traveling money if I'd take that job and leave town.
I can't believe Alan would do something like that.
Oh, I can. He hit me after I told him what he could do with his bribe.
Mark, you don't think that he's armed to your claim to Spalding Enterprises?
It's possible. Of course, he said he was just trying to protect you from the likes of me.
How dare he do that?
Let's not worry about that now. It's over. I told him no. What is it you wanted to show me?
I had a talk with Mike Bauer today. about what would be involved in a legal battle.
You did what? Amanda, do you realize how dangerous it is to talk to anyone about this, let alone Mike Bauer?
Mark, there's nothing to be upset about. I didn't say anything about you. I didn't even use your name.
What kind of questions did you ask him?
I didn't ask him anything specific. Believe me, I know how important it is for us not to take any chances right now.
What did you find out?
I found out that a legal case such as this would have enormous legal fees.
Yeah, well, I thought as much, and since I don't have the money...
I have the money. That's what I wanted to show you. Take a look at this. This is my latest financial statement. Now you can see for yourself that I have more than enough money to take care of a legal battle like
Amanda, I can't take your money.
Let's not get into that again. Please. You can consider it a loan if you want to. But I think it's only fair that one Spaulding's money should be used to undo the damage that other Spauldings have caused. Let me help you, Mark, please.
Yeah, listen, I told you I was busy. Who? Oh, my brother. Well, that's different. Send him in. Thank you.
Knock, knock.
Hey, Ross. How are you?
Fine, good to see you.
I didn't know you were back from Spain.
Yes, I finished what I had to do. I was able to catch an early flight. The only trouble was I wasn't able to tell anyone.
Well, what were you doing in Spain?
Oh, I had to take care of a few things and had to let the, thank you, LTA legal people know that I was resigning, and it's effective immediately.
You've accepted the DA job.
Indeed, I have. My God, I start Monday.
Well, congratulations, Ross. I know you'll do a fine job.
Thank you, but I'll have to do a hell of a lot better than a fine job if I expect to get re-elected in November.
Re-election? Wait a minute, Ross. I mean, you haven't even taken office yet and you're worried about being re-elected.
Well, Justin, I was only appointed to fill in for Clarence Bailey's job until the end of his term. If I want to keep that job, which I really want to do, I'm going to have to campaign for it and win the election.
My brother, the politician.
I'm afraid so. To tell you the truth, I cannot wait to try my first case.
You mind a piece of advice from your older and wiser brother?
I don't mind the advice so much as the description that precedes it, but go ahead.
Ross, you have always been very ambitious.
Had to be, Justin. Had to live up to your reputation, you know.
Well, I don't know whether that's true. I think a lot of it had to do with being the kid brother. But what I want to say is this. I hope you don't let that ambition stand in the way of your ethics. This is a very difficult and important job that you're about to take on.
I know what the job entails. But Clarence Bailey doesn't want to push over in that office, and more importantly, neither does the political party. Now, I intend to be fully ethical, but I also intend to be very tough as well.
Well, that was just a word of caution. I have no doubts about how you'll do the job.
Thank you. That's good to hear. Listen, I will let you get back to work, all right?
You going home?
I have to find Amanda and tell her the news.
You mean Amanda doesn't know yet?
Well, I'm quite positive that she doesn't know or care either. See you.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
No, you don't. I have nothing to say to you now. Well, I don't want to talk to you. I want to see your father. I don't want to talk to you either. We said everything we had to say on the phone. Now, would you please leave your trespass? I said I want to speak to your father, Vanessa. Oh, well, he's not here. Well, you're lying, Vanessa, because I called Spaulding Enterprises. Rebecca said that he's either at the towers or that he's at here, and he is not at the towers. Oh, well, Rebecca, we all know she doesn't have all her buttons. Now, would you please leave, or shall I call? His life is in danger. Nola, you have such an active imagination. Vanessa, you are not going to stop me from telling your father that his only son's life is in danger.
No. What did you say?
Daddy, don't pay her any mind.
Just a moment, please. Nola, what were you saying when I came in the door?
I'm so sorry that you had to find out this way, but Quentin is your son. He's Sean Ryan.
Oh, now who told you that?
Nobody told her that, Daddy. No, wait a minute. Remember that ring that you thought that you was? Remember the ring that you recognized?
Oh, of course. It's the ring that looks like the one I gave to Stephanie Ryan.
Well, it is. Quentin's mother gave it to him. His mother's name was Stephanie Ryan. Look at the inscription on the inside of the ring.
Anthony Swan. I found my son.
Mr. Chamberlain, please. Please, you've got to help me.
Well, I can help you. How do you?
Silas Crocker has Quentin trapped in some tunnel in Tankir at the dig site, and I have tried to call the police, but they won't help me. Nobody's, please, you've got to do something.
Yes. It's Henry Chamberlain. Now, I want the Spaulding jet fueled up and ready for a trip to Tankir. Immediately, within the hour. Oh, and I want you to release 4 of our best security men there to meet me at the airport. They'll be going with me.
Please, I want to go too.
Yes, gentlemen. I'm going to give you a list of some names to get in touch with in Tankir. Nola Reardon and I will be arriving. We're looking for an American archaeologist by the name of Quentin McCord. Now, I expect these people to give me their complete cooperation. The president of Tankir Oil is Isan El Saeed, and I think you better get in touch with the American army. You're awfully quiet. What are you thinking about, Professor Renfrew? Well, at least that's a refreshing change from Nola. He was right, Silas. He's only a few hundred yards away from realizing his dream. Don't start that again. Well, you haven't seen it, Silas. You don't know. An entire city untouched by human hands for 4,000 years. Really, Quinn, aren't you waxing a little rhapsodic over a 2-second peek at a pile of ruins? The reality of it right here at our fingertips. Well, it isn't likely to do either of us much good. Oh, it could be. Silas, this could be the archaeological find of the century. More important than chivalry, the discovery of Troy, or Carter's excavation of Tutankhamun's tomb. I'm not interested. Oh, I can't believe that, Silas. You're an archaeologist. We were students once. You had dreams. My dreams died with Devon. Devon would have understood. Yes, you would have realized the importance of what we found. We? Remember, Silas. The man who gets credit for this could be a very rich and powerful man. Yeah. What are you suggesting? Well, this could be your discovery, Silas. Yes. If you're willing to cooperate, perhaps we could find a way out of here through the city. You could be rich, famous, respected. Yes, that's very interesting, but you're making a serious miscalculation. In the first place, I know you're lying. In the second place, you'd never let someone else take credit for old man Renfield's discovery. In the third place, I have no desire to be rich and famous. And in the fourth place and in the fifth place, I'm going to stay here with Devon and watch you die, which is what I intended in the first place. I won't die, Silas. Without water, Quinn? I doubt that very much.
So if you're determined to keep Mike Bauer out of it completely, he's already said that he'd be happy to recommend another lawyer.
Fine, but only if he'll take the case on a contingency basis and take a percentage of what I'm awarded as his fee, because I'm not taking your money.
Mark, I don't understand.
Lawyers work that way all the time. Brian Lister did.
Hello, you two. Enjoy your little lost weekend?
I must say, I'm a little surprised to see you. I've heard about your resignation.
Yeah, I thought you might have by now.
I just want to say that I'd be happy to accept it, and I wish you good luck. We'll clear out these offices as soon as possible.
Fine, thank you. I'm afraid at this point I have nothing but pity for you.
I don't want your pity, Ross. I don't want anything from you.
Ross, why don't you leave me alone? Let's be careful now. I'm the new district attorney, in case you haven't heard.
Indeed.
So you had better keep your act together, Because if you get so much as a parking ticket, I'll throw you in jail for as long as possible.
It doesn't surprise me to know that you're already using your new office to threaten people, Ross. I've come to expect that from
Mark, don't bother. It isn't worth it.
Amanda, I've been looking all over for you. Ross, when did you get back?
A couple hours ago, why?
Well, then you haven't heard then. You must have left right before it happened.
Before what happened?
Well, Tom McDonald just called. Site 6 came in. We struck oil. We're rich.
That's wonderful, Josh. You always knew that site would produce.
Yes. Congratulations.
What is the matter with you people? Listen, I bought champagne and everything to celebrate. I'll tell you what, this is not going to go to waste, okay? All it took was a little faith, a little patience. I knew it was going to happen, you know? I knew I was right about that place, and Alan Spaulding didn't get a hold of it either. This is a great day for LTA. Now, come on. Amanda?
Thank you.
Two. Ross?
Thank you. Well, here's LTA. Now known as Los Dos Amigos, huh?
You'll excuse me. I have to get this first load over to the DA's office.
Adios.
We didn't ask him to quit.
No, don't let him get you down. He's just angry because he didn't get a share of the profits. Here, cheers.
So what do we do now, Josh?
Well, I guess the next step will be for one of us to go to Spain. And being that you're the president of the company here,
No, I went to Madrid when we opened the office. I think you should go.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking that since I've been here in your absence, taking care of things for the past couple of weeks, you know,
Okay. All right. Let's just say that this is my way of making up for all the extra work you've had to do, okay?
Terrific. Thank you. Listen, I think I'm going to go find Morgan and tell her the good news. I'll just take this with me. Mark, bye.
I couldn't very well say no.
Of course, Amanda, I don't object to you going to Spain. There's just one thing. I'm going with you.
Hi, Oliver, Josh.
Hey, it's great to see you two.
I'm sorry, I mean to sound that way. Come in.
You expecting Josh or just hoping?
No, he said he'd come by for lunch this afternoon, have it with me, but he hasn't showed up yet.
Well, maybe that's because it's not afternoon yet.
You're right. I was feeling a little down. I guess I just needed someone to talk to.
That's good. Well, I do.
Sure. Sit down.
So what's bothering you?
Oh, I think it's just your basic lousy mood. I've been sitting around this house feeling sorry for myself.
Well, I'll be more than happy to help you if you tell me where to start.
You could probably start anywhere and you wouldn't be too far off. Why aren't you in school?
Just got out, spring break. So I got a whole week to listen to your troubles.
I guess I have been kind of a drag lately, haven't I?
Yeah, you have. But I have an idea.
What's that?
Why don't we go downtown and see some really old, depressing movie? It should make us feel bad. And then we get big, disgusting, greasy pizza, scarf that down, make us feel even worse, I'm sure. So what can we do to bring this down to an ultimate low? Oh, this is great. We can break into Springfield High. We could look at my grades for the last 4 months. It's guaranteed to bottom out the evening. Think Josh would like to join us?
Oh, I don't think Josh is going to show up. He hasn't had too much time for anything. He's so busy at LTA.
No, that's a good start.
What is?
For a bottom out day, I'm starting to feel bad already.
Well, I have an idea. Why don't we have some lunch? I can make us tuna-fish sandwiches with breadcrumbs and mustard and peanut butter. Is that disgusting enough?
That sounds great. Lead the way.
Thank you very much. Well, that's that. We can leave for the airport as soon as we're ready.
Oh, good. Daddy, you don't want to fly right away to...
Darling, my son is in trouble. Of course I want to fly right away. I want to be of some help to him.
Thank you for helping me, Mr. Chamberlain.
Oh, no. You know, I just can't believe it. Craven is my son. You know, he came to my office when he was 15, and he told me off in no uncertain terms because he thought I'd been neglecting him and his mother. And now that boy... Well, I'm sorry. I can't believe it.
Mr. Chamberlain, Quentin was going to tell you when he thought the time was right. I'm very sorry that you had to find out this way.
Oh, Nola, I'm pleased that you told me. This way I can be of some use to him. Darling, isn't this amazing? We found your brother. And he was right here in Springfield all the time.
Oh, yes, Daddy, I'm so happy for you.
Oh, I'm sure you are. And you must be just as surprised as I am.
Oh, yes, I knew nothing about it. Nothing.
Darling, I'll call you the minute we get to town. Oh, I forgot. I have to get my attaché case.
You stay right there. I know where it is, but you call me because I'm going to be worried about you.
All right, dear. I'll call. How soon can you be ready to go?
Well, Mom packed a bag for me, so all we had to do is stop by Quint's and pick it up and then go to the airport.
Oh, can she stay with Stacy while you're away?
Yeah, Mom and Stacy are going to stay at Quint's house.
Good. Now, I know we're going to have plenty of security and protection once we get to Tankia, but how are we going to find out where Quentin is? Well, what about that man Llewellyn?
No, he's been on Silas Crocker's payroll from the very beginning.
Well, how did you find that out?
Well, Helena called me this morning. That's what started this whole thing. She said that this Llewellyn guy had drugged her and held her prisoner, and that's why she hasn't gone to the police or been able to find Quentin.
I don't understand any of this.
Well, I don't either. Once we find Helena, we can talk to her, and then we can find Quentin.
Yes, but if she's being held, suppose we can't find her. Who is there who knows where Quentin is?
I have an idea.
Well,
I think that I should call Scotland. I think that I should try to get a hold of Mrs. Renfield. Maybe she could help us.
Hi, Dr. Muller. I just stopped by.
Oh, hello, Rick. Come on, sit down.
Thanks. Grab a chair. You know, I was kind of surprised when your secretary called me and said you wanted to see me. Hope it's not Philip. I mean, he didn't get himself in any more trouble. No, nothing like that. I just wanted to grab a minute and tell you how pleased I am that you've decided on a career in medicine. Thanks. You know, it's something I've thought about for a long time, but it's, I just never told anyone about it. Well, it's a tremendous undertaking, Rick. I mean, you're going to be under a lot of pressure. What? Reward of life in medicine make it all worthwhile. You know, it's funny you should mention the pressure part. I'm beginning to feel that already. You see, I'm trying to get all my requirements out of the way so I can get into Springfield U's 6-year med program. Well, you know, I was a consultant when Springfield U put that program together, so if I can be of any help to you, just holler. Thanks. I don't think there's anything I can think of at this point. Unless maybe that you're a whiz at German. Mm-hmm. No. Oh, well. No, I took French myself. However, Philip might be of help to you. I understand he had a German governess for years, and I understand he speaks it very well. Tell me about it, Dr. Muller. As a matter of fact, he speaks better German than my professor at school. Rick, I'm sure you're going to be fine. You're undertaking a tremendous career. Well, thanks. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Listen, I'm going to take off. I know you're busy. Oh, wait a minute. Finish your lunch. Rick, I just want to ask you one more thing. Yeah, sure. Does Philip ever talk to you about his future plans? To me, no. I mean, I just always assumed that Philip's going to go into Spaulding Enterprises and work with his dad. Yes, well, I'm sure that's what Alan wants, but I'm not so sure if that's what Philip wants. Well, you know, Dr. Muller, I mean, I am his best friend, but it's not something that Philip's ever discussed with me, though. I sometimes wonder if Philip ever thinks about the future. Dr. Muller, why should he? Philip's got the world by the tail. Maybe. I just want to make sure that he's happy.
Ta-da! Voila! Now, you aren't really going to eat yours, are you?
Are you kidding me? Tuna, mustard, breadcrumb, peanut butter? This is my favorite sandwich.
Gross. It's bad enough I have to sit next to you.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad, doesn't it?
Yes. Oh!
Mmm.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, What movie we're going to see? Maybe we're lucky to be at an Ingmar Bergman festival. He's always good for the guaranteed applause.
We get a little something less dramatic. I don't feel like crying myself to sleep all night.
Okay. But don't start enjoying yourself, because that screws up the whole plan.
Oh.
I don't care. We can do anything you want. I got the whole day free.
Why don't we go look at a newspaper?
That's what I do. Have you ever been kissed by a rich oil tycoon before?
Never.
Then allow me to be the first. It certainly did. I have about 1.5 hours to take you to a fancy celebration lunch you ever had in your life. Hi, I didn't see you here. I'm sorry. How you doing, Philip? Okay, don't mind me. I was just leaving. Wouldn't dream of coming between a rich oil man and his lady. Congratulations,
Thank you
Josh.
very much.
You sure you don't mind?
No, I don't mind. We'll do it some other time, okay? You just grab my sandwich here, and I get out. How fun you today.
Thank you.
I've never been so happy in my life.
Me neither. I'm so proud of you.
Well, that makes two of us. I'm pretty proud of me, too, you know?
It just doesn't make any sense for you to come with me. First of all, it isn't necessary. Secondly, it's going to take time away that you should be devoting to more important things, like your case.
I think it's more important that I spend some time with you. Besides, I don't have the money to start leaving.
I have the money. Mark, the well has come in. We have everything that we need.
Amanda, I don't care if it comes from a well or a bank account. It's still your money, and I don't intend to take it.
You're being foolish. You let me help you find the papers that prove that you're half owner of Spalding. Why won't you let me help you now?
We can argue about this all you want on the plane.
You're the one who's always been so concerned about appearances, how it would look to other people to see us together. Mark, how do you think it's going to look for us to suddenly fly off to Spain together? People are going to talk. Ellen might even follow us there. We're so close to having everything you've ever wanted in your life. Let's not throw it away now.
You're wrong. The only time I was ever close to having everything I wanted in my life was when I had you. Amanda, I want to go back to Spain with you. I have so many good memories of our time together there.
You were almost killed there. That's a memory that's a little hard to erase.
Maybe if we go back to Spain, we can erase the horror of the last couple of days and have only good memories of Spain.
All right.
I want to be there with you.
I'm going to be very busy. I'm not going to have much free time.
As long as you're close by, that's all that matters.
I'm glad you're coming with.
Oh, thank you. We won't be going by a Spalding jet. Not this time. Maybe next time. Yes, I'd like reservations. 2 first-class seats on your flight to Madrid tonight. That's right. 2 seats.
No, dear, try not to worry. I think you did absolutely correct thing in coming to me.
I hope you're right.
No, if there ever comes a time when you want to tell Henry who I am, for whatever the reasons, good, bad, indifferent, right, wrong, please, just look at this ring and remember that it symbolizes the trust we share and the secret we share. Promise me you'll never tell him.
I promise.
No matter how long I'm gone, no matter what happens to me.
All right. I won't say anything if you don't want me to.
lost Henry, there would be no hope of a future for us.
Well, I think it was a very good idea of yours to call Miss Renfield and have her meet us in here, but how do you think her husband's notes are going to help us find Quentin?
Well, I don't know, really, but, I mean, he was on the first dig, and he was Quentin's archaeology professor, and, you know, Quentin always thought of him as the father, but...
That's all right. Poor boy. Thinking all these years that I'd abandoned his own father.
Well, I know he really doesn't think that.
Not now. Thank you, dear. Thank you for giving me back my boy.
To you, my long-lost brother. And to you, Miss Nola Reardon. I'm going to make you regret this if it's the very last thing I do.
Now what are you waiting for? Why don't you just shoot me and take the water? I've lived for 10 years with a man's death on my conscience. No more, not even for you. Yes, but you're still gonna need water to survive, Quentin. I'll wait. For what? For me to pass out again? Oh, I can make it easier than that. You want the canteen, Quentin? Here. Take it. Here.
This has been Guiding Light. Provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Furs by the Christie Brothers.